Okay, good morning, good evening, everyone. Looks today we have maximum participants. Maybe this is a credit goes to what? Suprit or what? Because of the reason is whenever we have the Suprit, right, we have full participants to on time. Okay, that's fine. So good morning, good evening, everyone. Let's go ahead and start. If you have any questions from the previous class, you can ask me. Any questions from the previous class? I hope you can see my screen, right?
Question la.
Yes, questions. Okay, you can see me. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir, I'm fine. We can see.
Okay. So let's go ahead and continue. Yesterday we have run some of the standard controls, right? How many programs we have done? So we have completed okay, program 32, 33 and 34. Okay, so these are all. Please pay attention on the notes also, because I'm sure most of them are not going to practice immediately. So they will open after 100 days or whenever they have free time. So that time also you should not get confused and you should be able to run everything. Okay, so Chennai UI5. So classes under that 31. So let's see, I'm opening directly 31, whether I'm able to understand or not. Not 31. These are from 32. So these are what? UI5 controls. Examples for UI5 controls. Huh? Example for UI5 controls. Examples for UI5 controls. So let's say I open directly 31 program, 32. Let's see whether I am able to understand or not. Let's say I open the 32. So the name says, if you see the subfolder, SAP UI user input. Let me open. So under that again 3 subfolders are there: file upload, calendar, something and all. Let's say I click on the file upload. Then, so look at this. I said output. So if you run this, first run the output so that you will get more idea. So when you run the output, you see that okay, there is a file uploader UI element. After that, there is a button called upload. So once you are done, then you are getting a toast message. This is overall the output you are going to get. Okay, so that's how you need to understand. Then click on this one, then open the HTML file. Okay, so here nothing is there, no logic. So we are just instantiating the view. So now you can go for the views and try to understand. Okay, so that's how you need to understand. Let me open the 34, the last one, and see whether we are able to understand or not. So inside the 34, there is sap.m.action. That means, so we are talking about under that button. Under that button, that means there are examples which talks about the button. That is what the meaning. So click on the button. First look at the output. So what is the output? So here we have plenty of the buttons, and this is what the project structure I maintain. If you want to maintain different structure and if you want to run my examples, please make sure you change these names. Let's say you are not maintaining the project name as cr_sap.m.action.button. Let's say you maintain ABC, and make sure that you change those stuffs inside your code. Okay, so I just highlighted these stuffs and all. So the basic by looking at the output, you need to understand what kind of project structure I was having while running the program and what is the output. So here we have different buttons. That's what the meaning is. Now you can open this one and you can understand this. So here we don't have much stuff. We are just instantiating the view. Now go to the view and try to understand. That's it. Okay. So the next thing is that you also have one more file called button. What is this meaning? So if you look at here, even my output there also, in the project structure, I highlighted 2 files. So in this scenario, I have two examples, I can say. I have written the button examples in 2 ways. First one is using MVC model. Second one is everything in the button.html. First one is using MVC model. That means what? From the index.html, I am instantiating the view and so on, so on, so on, so. The second one is there is a directly button.html. So if I open that one, creating some kind of buttons, and these are the maximum explanation you will be having in your real time. Okay, so just see, this is how you need to recollect the subject. I know remembering all these things are very difficult, but the scenario is if you run these programs once at least, if you run this program at least once, then whenever you are doing the project, let's say you want to create something like emphasized link or bold link, then you can recollect that, okay, oh, I don't need to spend too much of time for bold link and all, so I already have an option, so I can just go and use it. Then come back to my examples and pick the one whatever I said, then run it. That's it. Let's take another example. Look at this output. Let's say your manager is saying, or in your project you have something called this kind of button. So if you look at here, this is a button. Then you don't need to put energy. So you need to recollect, yes, we already have the option. Then come back to the examples, run this example, just pick the code and do it. Otherwise, the simplest procedure is follow the API. The simplest procedure is follow the API. Fine. Now let's go ahead and run some more programs, and I'll show you how we can run from the SAP and some other places. Okay, let me close some of the steps here. Let me open the SAP UI help. SAP UI5 help. So which control we can run? You can tell me which control you want, I will run that controls. Which control you would like to have? We have seen actions. Some of the actions we have seen, containers also we have seen, layouts also we have seen. What are the different steps we have seen? Actions, yes, done. Then let's go ahead and see some kind of containers. Containers, I don't think so we have done, right? Actions we have seen, then the data. Okay, now let's go to the Explorer. You can go to the Explorer. Okay, so actions, yesterday we have executed some other steps. Now, containers. Let's see some of the examples for the containers. Yeah, let's work out the containers. Display. Okay. Then layout we already talked about, right? Grid layout, all these things. Yesterday I spent good amount of time. See, that is the advantage if you are having knowledge in more than one technology. If you look at here, now yesterday we were talking about how the grid span works, right? So that's basically coming from that kind of bootstrap. I mean, that is basically coming from the concept called bootstrap. So if you are just exploring many technologies, it's easy for you to understand. Otherwise, if you go and search in the Google, you never find the meaning. I'll show you how much difficult is that to understand that span. Let's say they will always say like this only, but they never says. If you look at here, I'm just giving an example how difficult in certain situations to understand some concepts. So what is that? UI5 grid default span, right? So wherever you type, you never find the exact meaning. They'll just specify what is L, what is M, what is N. So let's take this one. Let's take this one. Let's take this one. So remaining all, most of the things are same. So look at here, they are just discussing about the grid control. And in the grid control, one of the thing is that default span. So look at here, default span. There is a method. It's nothing. It is not giving more meaning. And if you come up, this is what one more thing they are saying. So they are saying what? So default span means L3, M6, S12. So what does it mean? It is not that much easy to understand for you. You can go and read wherever you want. They did not explain much. But if you have some idea on that and if you start exploring, then you can get it. Even if you go and read it, they did not talk about much. Okay? The same scenario here also, and so on and so on. Okay, that's fine. Let's come back. So let's see some of the examples for the what is that? Containers. So let's take the carousel. So you can take whatever you want. Okay. So I'm just telling you how to run these examples. Carousel. If you want to run this example, okay, let me go ahead and create. First thing is that first understand what is the carousel. So by looking at this, you are not able to understand much. So if you are not able to understand much, then click on this one. So you will be getting the example. And if you look at here, this is what the carousel is. Okay, so you can navigate certain UI components or elements one by one, and you will be having bottom, move to next, that, this and all. And this is what the sample code is. This is what the sample code is. So let's go ahead and try it out the carousel. Control N. I'm creating a project. SAP Chenna underscore SAP.m. Is that SAP.m or something else? Let me see. Carousel is SAP.m carousel. Yes. Okay. So SAP.m carousel is this one. Create a next. So this is the XML view, and give some name for that. What is the name we can give? We can give my carousel, my XML carousel. Okay. Click on next. Click on finish. So the project is created. Okay. Now go to the code. Go to the code. There are many ways. I am just showing all the ways. Whichever is running fast, I will take that one. That does not mean that okay, I can do only this way. And the problem here is that if you look at here, in this example, they are using something called images. Blah 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 blah. And I don't find the images. So therefore, even though I run this program, I may not see the expected output. Because of the reason is they are using something called the images, all these things. And I don't find the images list here. So therefore, I look for the other option. Please start understanding. If you look at here, even in the output also, there are some images. Okay, so they are navigating one by one through images, all these things. And if you see the source code, that is what they are trying to bring. Source code they have written such a way that okay, images, product picture 1, picture 2 and all. But I don't have pictures to download here. So therefore, if I run this program, it will run, but you will not see pictures and all. So finally, you will not see a good outcome. So therefore, let me not take this output, this code. I will take the code from somewhere else. Okay. So in the internet, you search something called SAP UI5 test resources. I'm showing again. In the internet, you can search something called SAP UI5 test resources. Download. So this is the overall document. Yeah, this is another documentation. If you look at here, this is like a three kind of documentation. You can see most of the help here. Let's take the carousel. Carousel is part of SAP.m. So these are the elements from SAP.commons. SAP.UI. Let's take this example. Let's take the, let me take one example. Okay, text view area, click on that. So it's opening the text view area. Okay, so this is the example, and you can also find the code here, certain code. And if you look at here, you can change certain things and you can apply. If you want to change the jQuery and all, you can change this and you can see the results. If there is any difference, apply the settings. So there is no much difference, and you can also change it to English instead of English Dutch. I don't think so Dutch is applied. Maybe we need to do the language translations. Language translations I already explained. So if you look at here, how did they create this kind of layout? Assume that in your project you want this kind of output. If you want this kind of output, look at here. They created a UI area. Under UI area, there is something called a matrix layout. Under matrix layout, there is a row 1. Look at the highlighted area. This is the best. This is another way to test your or write the better coding. Look at this one. Assume that you would like to achieve this kind of results in your project. If you would like to achieve this kind of results in your project, the best part is you can create a matrix layout. Under matrix layout, row 1. Row 1 contains that one. Row 2, and again there is a cell layout, matrix layout cell. Under that, the text area. Under that, you have something called matrix cell layout. Under that, layout 1, layout 2, background, all these things. This is how they apply. And if you want to change these particular properties, you can change it. Let's take the example of, go to this one. And let's change the color. Standard, inheritance, text align, begin, left, something and all. So let me see if I have something called background color. Okay, in which visible. Visible, if I say no, it's not affected. I need to say apply or what? No. Look at here, they have written the code such a way that, look at this one, parameters. If I apply this parameter read only, so then nothing is appearing here. If I click on this one, disabled one. So the text area is disabled. Okay. This is what? Monospace. And required. Required means if I say required, then without entering this, you cannot save the form. And maximum length, you can specify all these things. So many things you can background design. Okay, so here is that apply changes. Yeah, here is that option, apply changes. So this is how you can use some kind of smart coding, or you can write some kind of smart coding. Let's take the example. Let's try out with the button, so that you will understand more, right? Yesterday we tried out the button. Let's say you want to do something on the buttons. click on the button. Okay, so these are the different buttons available, blah 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 blah. Now let's say you want to do something for this toggle visibility. So look at here. How did they place? They place like this, like this, like this, and all. Let's say there is a button, different icons. Click on that one. Now if you want this kind of thing, a button with icon and all, so this is the one. And you can also see the source code. View page source. So this is what it is. Okay, so you can see the source code, and you can apply some of the steps from here. Let's take the example text. Text anyway, you can change it on the fly. So icons, if you want to have different icons, you can point out. First icon, yes. Style default. Now let's change it to something else. Accept. Apply changes. See, yesterday I told accept means it is a universal standard, right? So that color came. So therefore, what are the different styles available for the button? Now you can very well understand. What are the different styles available for the button? Emphasized, accept, reject, default. So if I say accept, then yesterday also we have seen for accept. So if you say reject, then it's going to be red color. So we have seen that one. Like that, you can also practice these kind of steps. Okay, you can practice this kind of steps here. This is the example if you want to practice something, and if you want filter, you can filter SAP.m.carousel. Carousel is not there. Yeah, carousel is not there. That's fine. Whatever available, you can use it. So I'm putting this link for you guys so that it will be easy for you. So therefore, this is called the SAP UI5 test suite. So if you want to test some of the controls, you can test from here. Okay. This is the URL. Base URL is this one. Okay. SAP UI5 test suite. See, if you are able to use whatever available in the internet, you are extraordinary. I'm sure about that. You don't need to remember anything. But the thing is that how to use, when to use, that is the question. Okay. So let me put this one. This is one way for you to practice the examples. What happened? Hey, what happened? Okay, that's fine. So program number 34 and 35 also I can say. 34 and 35 also. Because 35 I am doing it right now. So that is one way, and the other way is from the Explorer. This is what we talked about. Explorer. This is the base URL. Let me say. I'm just going back to find out the base URL. Okay, samples this one. No, this is the example for the carousel. You don't need to go for even carousel. You need to come to root one. Let me go back, or come back here. Click on this one and click on Explorer. This is what the meaning. So this is another way. This is another way if you want to practice some of the examples. Okay, so the next thing is that you already have, if you download from the Open SAP UI5, If you download the open UI, SAP UI5, download UI5 resources. Somewhere else I put it. It's not library. Test resources, something. Test resources just now we have seen. Okay, so download models, all these things, blah blah blah. Stack Overflow. Okay, so I'll tell you, maybe I can give that URL. I don't remember exactly, I just Googled it and I got it. So basically the thing is that once you download that one, you will get this kind of zip file. So let me see what is the zip file name. With the zip file name also I can find it out, right? So you will be getting the zip file now. I think I deleted it. Let me go here, trash. Yeah, test resources. This is this one. So test resources .zip. Try it out this one. Okay, test hyphen resources SOURCES .zip. Test_resources.zip. Okay, so generated by UI5. So UI5 test resources. Let's look at it from here itself because it is, maybe I download from here itself. I don't think so from here because it's keep on giving the same link. You can go to the Open UI5 and download it. That's fine. Yeah, go to the Open UI5 and download it. Open UI5 test resources. Yeah, I think from here you can able to get it. Let's see. Yeah. So if you look at here, there is one thing. Test resources are missing in the UI5. Somewhere else I downloaded that. I think. Okay, anyway, this is a smaller size, right? I can share that entire thing. It's like a size is how much? You have less size only. Where is that? This one, right? No, not this one. I just opened, right? So let me close some of the steps. Let me close some of the steps. Yeah, this is required. Yeah, this is also required. Now, if you look at here, this is having smaller size only, so I can share with you guys, so that you need to spend the time. Where is that? Yeah, testing. Here is that. Not testing. Which is that one open? UI5. Yeah, test resources. This is the one. So if you look at here, this overall this one is size is how much? So the overall size is 12 MB. So I can very well share. Good morning. Okay, say good morning to everyone. Say how are you? Say how are you? Okay, go. Okay. Okay, thank you. So right, fine. So I'll share this one entire thing. So you don't to spend the time. Okay. Now let me show you. So we are talking about the carousel, right? Look at here. Here most of the examples are available. So SAP.m, inside the M there is a demo kit. Again, two ways are there here. Please look at this. So test resources sap.m, go to demo kit, and maybe you can go to the explorer. No, you can go to the samples. Yeah, samples. Now which one we want? Carousel. Yeah, here is that. Take this one. Take this one and you can run it. Take this one and you can run it. Or there is something called carousel here. Yeah. So this one will run directly. You will not have any dependency. That means they did not use any MVC architecture for this. So you can take this one directly and put it in your web content. Paste it here. Okay, open this one and remove some of the steps, like you need to remove these mandatory steps, all these things, and you can run this program. Look at this, I am running this. Carousel, run as a web app. Okay. So let it run. Okay, now go to the Firefox or Chrome, whatever it may be. Paste that one. See, that's what I said. So here you don't have the images. That's the problem. Images are not coming. Remaining everything is coming. This is what called carousel. Now, if you want to place the images, let's see where are all it picking the images. See, from these test resources, you can able to achieve whatever you want. From these test resources, you can achieve whatever you want. What did I do? I went to sap.m and I took the carousel and pasted it in the web content, and I am running. When I am running, I don't see the images. Now let's go ahead and see the source code and try to resolve some of the steps. Let's go ahead and see the source code and try to resolve some of the steps so that we will get the images also. So this is the source code. If you look at here, so it is taking images from the images folder. So therefore, it is taking images from the images folder. Yeah, images folder. So let me go ahead and create images folder. New folder, images. Okay, I created the images. Now if you look at here, there is something called images demo nature. Now you can also look that kind of path here. Images demo. So what is the path they use in their program? Images demo nature. Nature. Under that, these are the images they are using. So I can paste this. That's it. I can take these images and put it in my project. Put it in my project and change the path. What is the path? They are using this entire path. I don't need. Right now my images are inside the images. So you can remove that path so that it will work. That's it. Come back, come down, where are all I need to remove. So this is a travel image, so let it be. Okay, now come down, down. Yeah, if you look at here, elephant, let's see whether we have the elephant or not. Yes, it's there, but it's there in the images directly. I don't have subfolders, so remove the subfolders. Next to fish, yes, fish is there, but I don't have in the subfolders. Directly in the images folder it's there. Forest, that is also there. Okay, so waterfall, that is also there. Okay, now so this is another one that is also there, but I don't need image. I am not having under subfolders. So fish.jpg is there, fish.2 times. Okay, that's fine. So that is because they just pasted some time. So desert, that is also there. Okay, so now let me share the program and run the program. See whether we are getting the images or not. So we are getting the images. That's it about the carousel. That is how you can run the programs. That is how you can run your programs. That's it. Any questions? It is very simple, straightforward, right? So this is example for sap.m.carousel. This is the example for sap.m.carousel. So this is what everything is available here itself. I don't want like that. I want what? MVC architecture. So let's run the MVC architecture example also. Let's run the MVC architecture example also. Please try to pay attention. So let me go here. Let me come out from here. So I said what? It is a sap.m demo kit. Demo kit, under that samples. Under samples you have something called carousel. So these are all what they are using. Let me copy this and go to my code. Go to my code and paste them. Or what I can do, look at here, there is another way. We already created a view, right? So here view name is what? Carousel something and all. So let me go there and take necessary code from that. Let me open my view. Please pay attention. Okay, so this is what my view, and this is what they have written. So I can take from here. I can take from here and paste in my code. And paste in my code. Okay, so I pasted. Then what? This is a controller. Let's go ahead and see. Do we have anything in the controller? So in the controller only, they are just trying to set something and all. So nothing more than that. Let me take that piece of code and put it in the controller. I'm getting some errors. We'll try to resolve those errors also. Okay. That's fine. Now let's see where the error is coming from. So it is saying it can't find L. So it is saying that it can't find L. So that means what? If you look at the piece of code, it is important for you to run this all these things. So they defined what is the meaning of L, I think here. So L they defined as it is a layout. So let me take this piece of code and put it in my program. Let me take that piece of code and put it in my program. Now see, error gone. Okay, now if you look at here, they are also using the resources, right? Images. Now right now I have all the images in the images folder. If you look at here, they are using images, something and all. So I can use these images instead of them. You cannot go here. So you can say that images slash. So you can use some image called desert something instead of large that this and all. Desert.jpg. So here also you can use something else. Images slash elephant.jpg. Now where else we have the images? You need to change the paths because it is referring their example path. Now I am referring with refer to my example. So let's have images slash what is that? Forest, F-O-R-E-S-T, forest.jpg. I think here we are good. Now let's go ahead and see, is there anything coming from this one? Yeah, model. If you look at here, they are using something called model. Please look at here. They are using something called model. That means they are getting the information from the model. And so therefore, let me create a folder called model. Let me create a folder called model. And there, what is the model they are using? Product.json. Do I have product.json right now? I don't have. So let me go and pick from their code. So where they have specified the path. Test resources, SAP UI demo kit. So let me go back. SAP UI demo kit. Under demo kit, what is the path they specified? Explode, then production product.json. Explode, then product.json. Take this and put it in your program. Okay, now change the path. What is the product.json now? Model/product.json. So anything else we are missing out? Let's check. Okay, so images are fine. My model is fine. So this is what they are using the model, and this is what they are using. Now let me go ahead and run and see whether it is running or not. Run as web view. That is how you can start using it. Let me paste it and see look for the errors. Okay, so it looks some errors are there. Let's go ahead and see what kind of errors are there. Console, fail to load the resources, blah blah blah. SAP.UI.commons. So what it is saying is that we created the project with SAP.UI.commons, right? So basically this is not available in the commons. So if you look at here, okay, this is what it is saying. What it is saying is that you created something called a UI project. You created something called UI project, but you are trying to do what? Pages. Pages concept available where? Pages concept is available where? Pages concept is available where? Guys, you there, not there? A, B, C. Pages concept is available inside the SAP.yum. But we are using SAP.UI.commons. So therefore, we need to take it out that. That's what the meaning. So maybe I can add this one, or so XML namespace. So you cannot have two namespaces. Okay. Now look at here. Go and refresh it. That's it. But some breaks and all there. That's fine. See, look at here. Now my elephant, carousel, all these are coming. That's what I need. And unless you are not practicing to resolve these issues, then it's difficult for you. So now it is saying problem in accessing JSON. See, something is coming, but again there is one more problem. So there is a content type, blah 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 blah. Title error not found. Problem in accessing Chenna model model product.json. What is the problem? Let's go ahead and see. So let me close some of the windows. Okay, so they are saying they have a problem in accessing product.json. So in the index.html it is trying to say something. Let's see index.html also. So the following problem occurred. HTML head title 4 not found error. That's fine. Okay, head H2 404 problem in accessing carousel model. Okay, so sorry. If you look at here, what is the problem? I pasted persons.json, but what they want, if you look at their code, let me go to the controller, it's a product.json. So therefore, I pasted a wrong one. Go here, take the product.json and paste here and remove the persons.json. That's not required. Okay, that's it. Now let's go ahead and run this one. Hopefully we are good. What happened? So it's giving error because of the reason is I did not run the project. So let me go ahead and run now. Take this and go here and paste that one. That's fine. It is saying what something called a desert. Spelling is wrong. Let's go ahead and see. Where are we using that one? Images. Very good. Forest is fine. Where is, yeah, here it is. DESERT. Okay, so now press F5. Yeah, that's it. Now looks pretty good. Now JSON data, everything is coming on. That's all about how to run the programs. Now, do you have any questions? If you have any questions, now you can ask me. So this is an example for Carousel. So that's how you can pick the, see, whatever the source code, the example code I am giving, that covers everything. Everything means what? Regarding the controls. You no need to have anything. If you have this folder with you, you can run whatever you want. But the only thing is that you need to see how to fix the issues when you are running their examples. You need to fix the steps whenever you are running their example. So if you look at here, images I took from them, model I took from them, okay, MVC I took from them, everything I took from them, and everything is working fine now. Now I'll try to run one more example. Tell me which example you want. I'll try to run one more example. Tell me which example you want. And this example, whatever we talked about Carousel, it covers everything. How to take their model, how to take their images, everything is covered. How to take their MVC, how to take their MVC and how to resolve the issues, everything is covered. Now tell me which example you want, next one. Which one you want? Tell me fast. Okay, sleeping. Let's try out something. Okay, that's how you can try out this one. What is that? So we have seen something in the, let's try out the containers. Carousel, just now we tried out. Okay, so then let's try out something. Toolbars. Let's see the toolbars. And see, look at here. Toolbar is available in 7 flavors. So you can try it out whatever you want. Let's say toolbar with active, toolbar with shrinkable. What is the meaning of shrinkable? So you can stretch it. You can look at this. This is what the meaning of shrinkable. See, the elements are cut. Okay, so that's how you can try it out. And you also have something called responsive toolbar. That is the best one to use. Responsive toolbar. Where is that? Shrinkable align toolbar. Okay, so you can try it out these examples, or let's take one example which is having last mode scenarios. Anyway, we covered some of the things from the. Now let's cover one example from the display, because I covered from the actions. Charts, anyway, that's fine. Containers, I covered one just now. Data bindings, yes, if you want, you can. Let's select one thing from the display. Okay, now you tell me, these are all the display steps. Which one you want me to cover? You give me the choice. Busy indicator, currency, feed input, that input, this input and all. Message page, text, timeline, XML view, so many are there. So which one you want me to cover? Quickly. One example you can pick, and this is the last example I am covering. Which example you want? Whoever tells answer first, I'll go with them. We have busy indicator, control, currency. Let's try out the jam. Where is the jam? What is this jam? Let's look out of this one. Okay, so let's understand what is the jam. So this control is used to display jam context. What is this? Jam content text, subheaders, numeric values in a title. So it's nothing but some kind of text. But what is this saying is that, so if at all you have a requirement to display something on the headers and the numeric format, title, that, this and all, then go for the jam. So if you look at here, so this is like a headers, and you have subtitle, subtext, and so many things are there. If you have this kind of header which is having like this and like this, small font, big font, that, this and all, then go for the jam control. So this is the code. Okay, so let's see whether we have the jam control in our downloaded code. So this is jam control is available where? In the sap.suit.ui.commons. I don't think so it is available. These are the rare controls. That is the problem with Keshav. He always picks the rare one. Okay, sap.suit. No, we don't have. So that example they did not practice. Okay, hold on a second. Let me check if we can find SAP dot. No, we can try it out at whatever Keshav asked. But the source code, whatever I downloaded, right? They did not practice even, because that means it is not important one. Suit UI Commons. I don't think so. We have UI Commons. Let's see if we have something called jam. No. Let's try it out, right? What is there? I'll spend 5 minutes of time. We can able to get something, don't worry. Let's go to the test shoot. Go inside. Okay. Otherwise, I can search something in the jam with the name jam. What is the name? Jam content. Jam content. TENT. Okay, so meanwhile, let me create a project and I can run the code whatever they have given here. I can run the code whatever they have given here. Here also there is a code, right? So let's try to run this one. So this is a XML view, and what kind of this one? Yeah, commons. So let me run this whatever Keshav asked. Control N. Okay, click on next. I think you understood what is the meaning of jam control, right? If anyone don't, please understand this one here. You have some requirement, you have some headers. Headers you want to display so many things like this much of font, this much of subtext, and with numbers, all these things. Then you go for the jam content. It's like again a text. But if you take the text or text view and all, you cannot display this kind of subtext. That is the problem. That's why they have given some different control. Now let's try out this one. So Chenna, what is that? Yeah. Chenna CHE underscore. What is this control is? The control is jam content. Okay. SAP.UI.commons. So let's create the initial view also. So initial view using XML. Then this is nothing but my XML jam content. My XML jam content. Finish it. Okay, finish that one. That's it. Now this is the view. From the view, let me write a comment. Example for example for what is that? Let me take the complete path so that it is easy for you. Example for jam content. That's fine. Now let me go to the source code. Click on this one. Let me go to the source code. So here they have something for the view. So here is the view, and they are using again a map. That's fine. So let's take this one and put it in our code. Go to the view. So here you paste it. That's fine. If any error comes, we'll try to resolve it. So that's the code. Next, coming to the controller. Controller, if you look at here, they just have a press event in the controller. Press. So there is a message toast. So therefore, go here and write your own function. This is your own function. Okay, press function. The news content is pressed. Okay, that's fine. Now let me go ahead and run this program and see if we have any errors or if we are able to display the output and all. Okay. So let me take this and put it here. Okay, now it is saying that resource UI commons jam content it cannot find. So therefore the reason is jam content is available somewhere else. So let's go ahead and open the resource. Where is it? No, come to this one. Go here. And two explorers are there. Let me close one and come to this view. So if you look at here, this is available in the see this one. This is the XML namespace. Actually, your control jam control or jam content is available in the sap.ui.suit.commons. So now the error whatever you got, it is telling I don't understand what you are trying to do. So therefore, copy that and put it here. Go to your XML view and XML namespace. You can have this one instead of this one. Okay, close this one. Save this. Okay, that is about the namespace. Now let's try to refresh and see. Okay, next it is saying that can't read the property text, undefined. So where are we having the text? Look at that. Where are we having something called text? T-E-X-T. Yeah. Text. Okay. Because it is not able to find the text. Okay, now let's go ahead and see. Are we using somewhere else? So this is just a message toast. That's why this is fine. Now come back and try to see, because it's not able to find can't able to read text. Can't read property text of undefined. So where is the property? Text property. Okay. SAP.UI commons, that's fine. This is a controller name, that's fine. Now come back here. Where is the code? Go back. No, not this one. This one. Explore. If you look at here, yeah. Controller name, that's fine. Commons, that's fine. This core is also required. XML namespace core. And anyway, this is not required because we are not using anything which starts with M. So XML namespace. Okay. So let's go and put that one also. But the core it is saying that okay. I did not do any changes. Uncatch type error. Can't read text property. Did we type anything wrong? Okay, so content, then this one. We don't have anything text property, right? Text alone. We don't have anything text alone. Okay, that's fine. Because the reason is, let me try it out this way quickly. Because it's because of mobile project, it is giving like that. Let me check once. Channa underscore, what is that? Jam content. Jam content. Click on next. Select the XML view. Okay, jam content. So click on finish. Okay, now go here. Okay, so let me take this one because maybe this is not recognized by the mobile. That's the problem. Okay, and take these commons and these two. Jam content core. XML namespace, you can remove this one. You can also remove the core. XML MVC. Anyway, we are not using MVC, all these things, that's fine. Okay, now let's go ahead and run till now. Let's go ahead and run till now. Forget about event. Event we did not handle, that's fine. We should get something at least till now. Yeah, we got it. That's how you can resolve the issues. Okay. The problem is we are using something called cut and jam something, right? Available in the desktop version. So you need to go for the mobile version. Okay. So let me tell you now. Let me write that controller method also. Let me close some of the steps and let's understand some of the things. I'm just closing some of the steps. Okay, so let me delete the project and run this again. Nothing, there is no much difference. So we created the web project previously, that means the desktop project previously. In the desktop project, so it is like SAP UI Commons. There we don't find that library, whatever we are trying to use. That's why I created the mobile library or mobile project. Okay, click on next. Channa underscore jam content. That's what. By looking at the code, you need to understand. And the other thing is that in the documentation they will specify clearly. Okay. That's what. You need to read the documentation. I will show you. Okay, let me go here. Okay, so this is the project, we can create it. Okay, SAP UI Commons, next. XML. Okay, jam content. Finish it. Okay, so this is the example for. If anyone is sleeping, please wake up because I'm spending this much of time. That does not mean that okay, it's not useful. At any point of time, you should be able to resolve the issues. You should be able to pick the code. You should be able to understand. Blah blah blah. Okay, so I just pasted this one. Now come back to the controller. Go to the code. We click this one, source code. So here we have something called jam content. Take this one and put it here. Okay, then the namespace is going to be, this is available here. It's available in the commons. So therefore, instead of sap.m, you can put this one, and you can also write the controller code. So what is the controller code? You just have a method. Once you click on something, then what happens? You have written here end, then press this one. So now let me go and run this. Take this and go to this here. Go here. Okay, so that's what it is. Now once you click on this one, see the bottom, you are getting message toast, right? Yesterday we talked about the message toast. In the bottom we are getting the message toast. So that's because of in the controller, once we click on this, in the controller, whenever we click on that, then we have written this one, on press. On press of what? On press of jump content. So once you click on the jump content, display like that, we are specifying. So therefore, in your project, if you want a header with some kind of bigger fonts, lesser fonts, all these things, then you will go for the jump content, and this is how it works. And it's nothing. Jump content, then specify the jump content header, and one more jump content. It's going to come as a subheader. That's it. Okay. Now let's answer the Keshav question. He is telling, how do I know that? Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. So first thing is that you need to read. It is a high-level documentation. Whatever you have here, you don't find much about it. So you don't find much. Properties, sizes, events. So if you don't find much here, then go for the. There also, if you don't find, then it is your wish. By seeing the errors only, you can find. By seeing the errors only, I think here they might be explained something. Let's see. Controls. What is that? What kind of control is that? SAP.UI, SAP.soup. References, reference guide, API reference. SAP.soup. Yeah, soup. Then UI commons. UI commons. Jump content. Where is the jump content? Jump content. Look at here. This is the maximum help. If you don't find anything here, then there is no other way for you. You need to understand from the coding. So once you get the error, then only you will find the difficulties. Look at this. This control is used to display the text, subheaders, numeric values, that, this and all. This control extends what? Core, blah, element. These are all common things. We don't do much on those stuffs. Now jump content. We don't have any help here. Methods, summary. Let's see this. Jump content constructor accept that and all. Associations, aggregations, that, this and all. Properties. No, you don't find much. You don't find much. So let's see what is that we are using in this program. We are using something called jump content, right? Jump content. Under that there is a text, content text, content text, content text. Yeah. If you look at here, even for this also they did not specify anything. Content text is a string, blah blah blah. This is what it is giving the problem. This is what it is giving the problem. But when you run the program, right, you can understand. It is saying that I am not able to understand, I am not able to understand. So sometimes this is the maximum explanation we have, but still, that's what I am trying to say. There are many ways to resolve the issues. First is API reference. With the API reference, they will give plenty of the stuff. If you are not able to understand, at least you should be able to understand from the coding. Okay. So they did not specify whether it is a desktop or not. Might be because recently it might be deprecated. Then you need to go with the developer help. No, we don't have. So you need to go to the developer help. and see if there is anything written here for the jam content, where depreciated that these and all desktop. So let's look at the jam content. No, it's not there. We don't have anything in the jam content, because you need to read this one. This is the latest release documentation. This latest release documentation contains what? Any changes happened in the previous API, anything is added like that. So if you look at here, which version of API we are using, look at here. What's the shortcut to see the UI5 runtime version? Quickly, who can tell answer? What is the shortcut to see UI5 runtime version? Is it there?
Control Alt Shift plus P.
Control Alt Shift
Plus P means.
That's correct. If you look at here, the version is 1.26.3 I am using, but the latest version is this one. Latest version is 1.28. 1.28. So I am having latest older one. Maybe that is because of some conflict. Recently they introduced that one. That kind of steps they are not allowing for the desktop and all because of maybe some needs. Okay, so that's what in the mathematics. In the mathematics, there are some problems where you call it as let x is equal to ABC. You have to assume let x is equal to ABC, otherwise you cannot solve the problem. Okay, in the mathematics, in the intermediate, wherever you go, sometimes you need to assume it. If you don't assume, then there is no answer for you. Hope I answered correctly for you. Okay. Fine. Let's come back from there. So that's the maximum explanation for that. Okay. Now let's try out the Danu also asked one thing. We can try out that one. I don't know what is the Danu asked. What is the element you asked, Danu? That's what even I was wondering in the 10th class or wherever you go. Object header. What is that? 10th class, wherever you go. So mathematics lecturer will say assume. So what happens if you don't assume? You will not get the answer. That's it. What is done? Which one you ask? I see only Keshav's ping. Yeah, object header. Let's look at the object header. Let's not try out the same because we already tried out the display, right? Why do you want to try again? Let's take the one more. Layout also we tried out. List. Let's try out one list. I just want to cover different categories. Pop-ups, yeah. Let's try out some pop-ups. Which pop-up you want? Pop-ups category. Which pop-up you want? I want the answer from Suprit. Whatever Suprit asks, we'll go with that. Suprit, which pop-up you want to try it out? Guys, wake up quickly. We need to run this example in 10 minutes so that tomorrow we'll see how to create our own controls. Till now we are just using the controls whatever they are created, right? In our project there may be a situation you need to create your own controls. Suprit, you there?
Yes.
Or you are just sleeping? Which control you want?
The message.
Which element you want me to call?
Message pop.
Message box.
No, message popover.
Message popover. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
So, okay, look at here. So message popover is used to display some kind of summarized list of different types of messages. Look at this one. So the message popover uses to summarize the different types of messages like warning, success, that, this and all. So look at the help. Click on this one. You will see the example. So this is the example. Now, once you click on this one, this is what they are talking about. Once you click on this one, these are some of the examples like error message, warning message, this, that and all. Now if you click on this one, you are going to the details. If you click on this one, you are going to the details. That is what they are talking about. If you click on this one, you are getting this one. So this is another kind of way where you can, let's say you have plenty of error messages and you want to show the error messages in a beautiful way. So this is what you can go for. warning messages. So you can count n number of warning messages. All these warning messages you can display here. Right now there is only one warning message. So let's take the error messages. Two error messages are there. You can show that error messages here, like that. So if you have this kind of requirement, then go for message popover. Look at the source code. This is the source code. Now let's look at our example. The downloaded code. If I have something, I already shown you how to run this example also. That's nothing but the jam content. In the jam content, I shown you how to run this example. Now let's see sap.m.popover. Message popover. What is this for? Okay, this is also not required for time being. Okay, test resources. sap.m. Demo kit samples message m. Tooltip this and all, it's not there. Message box is there, message toast is there, so they did not try out this one. Okay, fine. Now let's go ahead and see here. Message popover, why it is not there? Message popover. Okay, so it's not there here. Go here, demo kit. See, most of the things are available, important one. So whatever you guys are asking, those are the complex one then. So we don't have message toast is there, message box is there, mark data is there, multiple checkbox is there, but message popover is not the one whatever we are talking about. Let's see. No, popover is different. Let's look at the example where they are getting from the popover. Maybe they did not. Let's look at the view. Look at that where they are taking from the popover. Popover they are taking from sap.ui.code. sap.yum, yeah. sap.yum. No, this is a button. So sap.yum.button. So this is not popover. Let me look at the controller. Or let me look at the. Okay, we don't have here. That exercise is not here. Okay, that exercise is not here. Now let's go ahead and this code. Now let me see whether we can able to run, because there are so many icons and all. If you look at here, these are the icons. Okay, so in the code definitely these icons will be there. So you have to download those icons. Let me see whether they are using any icons like that. Okay, so if you look at here, they are using the standard icon. That's fine. Okay, nothing is there here. Go to the controller code. So message popover dot this and all. So templates, that's fine. I think we can able to run. Let's go ahead and do this one quickly. Let me close the stuff, whatever we did till now. Okay, Control N, Chenna, and what kind of project is this? Go to this one. Go to the view. So it's like a MVC code. That's fine. Let's go ahead and take the XML namespace MVC. So page and all. So let's go with the. Okay, fine. Control N, next, Channa underscore. Anyway, it is a sap.yum, right? If you look at here, this control is coming from where? Let me detach it. sap.yum. So therefore, let me take this one. Channa underscore. What is this? Message popover. Let me put this entire thing. sap.yum dot message popover. That is the project name. Click on next. Now you have XML view. So this is what you can say, my XML message popover. You need to have a lot of patience. It's not that much easy. Maybe you. How many people ran that example? Whatever I asked. Card operations with OData. How many people run successfully? How many people at least tried out? No, no one will talk. Guys, there? Okay, fine. So if you don't want to try all these things, this is your wish. Now let me go to the view. So in the view, we have something called this and all. So let me paste that one. Okay. So next thing is controller. Controller, you can have this one in the top. Message top over required pop up. This is jQuery method. We are saying that okay, pop over is required. That means we are just insisting that please show the pop up, don't block it. Now these are the different methods. So cut this and paste there. Go to the end or go to the beginning and paste it. Some error is coming on. Let's see why the error. Let's have the comma here. What's happening? And you can also download it if you want. Here there is a download button. You can download it. Okay, so that's fine. SAP controller.js, that's fine. SAP.UI requires. Then we are writing a message popover item popover dot this and all. Then we are ending here. Okay. Okay. So let's end this one here. Yeah. So errors are resolved. Now there is one more error. What is this? Unexpected token, comma. Requires comma. Okay, comma is required. This is a controller. Inside the controller, you are having unique that, these and all. So let's see whether these are ended properly. This is ended where? This is ended here. Okay. So this is ended where? This bracket. So this is ended here. That's fine. Now which one? The last one. So this is fine. And this is fine. You need to check this one. This is fine. Message pop3, that's also fine. This is ended here. Now look at here. This is what they are trying to write. Oh, SAP.UI.controller. Okay, fine. Okay. The controller name is going to be this one. Just give me a minute. I'm just trying to adjust as per our project name. That's it. Nothing more than that. I'm just trying to adjust as per our project name. That's it. Nothing more than that. Now I can remove all this code. Okay, so then come here, this one is this one, then you can remove these all because everything is commented out, right? You can very well remove and remove this one and see. Okay, so the errors got resolved. Okay, now let's go ahead and run this program and see. So let me run this program. See, that's what, when you are giving your own name, it's your responsibility to tune to your code, project structure, all these things. Let me close this. Let me run this. What happens? So it is saying that SAP.m message pop over resource that this and all. Okay. Go here. This is what our view is. So this view is XML namespace. So it's coming from, if you look at here, go back, sorry, code, XML view. So take this one, SAP.m4, but that's fine. MVC core, that's already there, SAP.m already there. I think we are good. So let's go ahead and see what is the first issue. SAP.m message pop over resources dot this and all. Controller.js. Okay. Let's go ahead and resolve the issues now. So here we don't have any issues because from here you are calling the controller. Now go to the controller. So let's see whether we have the controller or not. So this is the controller. And the controller ended properly or not. Yeah, this is also ended properly. That's fine. Now let's see, is there any dependency here? This is ended here, this is ended here. This is ended here. Everything is fine only. Okay, now look at this one. Localhost dot this and all, channel underscore sap.m message pop over resource. Message pop over resource. sap.m message pop over.js. Get is error. Error uncatch type. Fail to load. Fail to load. Okay, so let's go ahead and see from the view to from the integrated HTML to view whether there is a proper connectivity or not. So this one is message pop over 1. Okay, that is just ID. That's fine. From that you are calling message pop over view. You are calling this one, and title is fine. That is also fine. So you created a button. 2 buttons are there. This is one button. This is another button. That's fine. Now from the view to controller there is a link. I think this link is correct only. Now why it is not able to load? Okay, why it is not able to load? We need to see. Okay.
This may be because of require method and this.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, that is gone. So you can put it this one inside. Okay, so that's fine. Now what happened? So you have some methods here, right? Let's put these inside that. You'll be getting errors. Okay, let's have this much and try to run. Okay, so O message pop-on is undefined. What is this? Okay, now it's saying that, so those errors are resolved. Now it is saying that O message pop1 is not undefined. Where is that means O message pop1? Where is this one? So this is undefined. So therefore, if you put those methods here, then it should not ask, right? Now let's see. It is not able to parse. Type def undefined a function. Okay. So we need to write that as a function. Undefined error type undefined is not a function. So because of the reason it is calling O message pop1. See, if you look at here, so we are missing some code. They did not give complete code. That is the problem. If you look at here, there is a set model, all these things. We don't have anything for the set model and all here. So they did not give the complete code. In simple words, they did not give the complete code. So that's what I'm trying to say. In the previous example also we have seen, right? Images, all these things they will not give. Certain things they are not giving. So if they are not giving, it is your responsibility to go and resolve those. Now coming to the situation here, so it's the same. If you look at here, so they have written so many things, but if you look at the piece of code, come to the controller. In the controller, if you look at here, yeah. If you look at here, view model dot set data. Where is the set data? We don't have the set data. Actually, they are creating the JSON model. Okay, we don't have the JSON at all here. They did not give the JSON at all. So therefore, we need to explore more on this. That's it. We need to explore more on this because they are using JSON model, that model, this model, now, and they did not give these models here. Because here they are trying to create the JSON model. Where we have the JSON, we don't have the JSON at all. Okay, set model, get model. Do we have anything in JSON here? JSON model. So this is a JSON model. Yeah.
Just try to put all this on top. Maybe we'll see.
Top, I already said.
I think you put on the bottom, right?
I intended it in the top only. Actually, the problem is it is not trying to understand these methods. I put here only. Let's try it out once. Okay. So undefined type. So it's not able to find that methods. O message popover. This is fine. Message 1, message 2, message 3, all these things. And you are using those message 1, message 2 here. O message 1. Yeah. O message 1 open by get source. It's a function. Okay, if it is a function, why it is calling? Otherwise, what we can do is that we'll do one thing. We'll do one thing. Handle plus 1. What is this? So this is a function name. Press 1, first 2 and all. After that they are calling the function, then they are going for message pop-up. So this is what they are using. Message template, that's fine. So the variables which you can get it. Okay, so it is running now. Okay, so the problem is now it is saying oh message pop 1 is undefined. Oh message pop 1 is undefined. Oh message pop 1 is undefined. So you can define something here itself then. Okay, comma. Comma, what is that? This is over, then this is over. So did we end it correctly? So this is end for this is end for this, and you have one more end. Okay, so now let's see some alert here. Alert 1. What happened? We cannot define like that. Okay, you cannot define like that. Let's use SAP message toast. This is ended here. That's correct. Okay, this is ended here. This is ended here. You cannot write this kind of statements because it's inside the pop-up. Let's see as well. What happens? Okay. Now let's look at this one. Still it is saying undefined. Okay, so basically the thing is that it is not able to find those methods. Okay, so I hope now you should know how to run these programs. I'll spend some time on this. I don't want to spend you guys. I mean, all 10 guys can spend the time here. We'll try to resolve that. So that's not a problem. So we'll try to write our own methods and we can define it. See, right now it is not finding the meaning of this O message 1 at all. O message pop over 1, O message pop over 2, O message pop over 3. These meanings it is not able to find. So we'll try to define those. Why can't I define here itself? So instead of inside the init, I can define here, right? This is a class. Inside the class, these are all there. Okay. Then this is a init ended here. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me remove this piece of code. Okay, so this is what we have, and this is where, let's check where init is ended. We have something on the init, right? So that's the problem. Yeah, these are all there inside the init. Okay, so these are the functions outside the init. So therefore, if I write here, it should be fine actually. Now let's see what is the error. Okay. Message pop over, that's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, so then let's this is this one. Go here and see. Yeah, this is also correct, but the problem is so in the init method we are having all these things. That's fine. After init method we are writing our own methods. Okay, 1 second is so it is saying undefined, so let's define here then. Okay, so let's see the last try. So okay, that error is resolved. Okay, so now it is saying I cannot understand what is the set model. Let's see, what is the set model? What is the set model here? Set model, where is it? Okay, what is the problem for this? Can't read property set model undefined. It's not a property, it's a method. No, you cannot write here. Okay, so that error is resolved because of the reason is it is saying that okay I cannot find this meaning at all, so I just moved inside the constructor so that it is able to find. Now you have one more challenge. What is it? Uncatch error type cannot read property set model. So you are clear, right? What I did is that these methods we have, right, this popover methods, so it is not able to find as scope is out of the scope, so I just moved inside the scope so that it is fine. Now it is saying set model 1 is not found. Yeah, let's see what is the set model 1. Set model 1, set model 1, set model 1. Okay, where is the set model 1? This dot get dot. If you look at here, this is the model. Okay, model dot set model is a method available for this pop. Okay, then it's saying set model not read. So that means this dot get view dot set model get view. So it is going to get the view. So here is the view. In this view, you are taking the model. Okay, so model is coming from SAP.m dot. Basically, it is not finding the model method. So therefore, what you can do is that go to the view. You can see 100% MVC dot this and all. Can you look at if anything is missed out here? Message pop out dot this and all. Okay. From the view, set the model. Model which model? This model, whatever we created. So this is nothing but a messages are here. Okay, that's fine. Or otherwise, I can do simply. Let's try out this way. Okay, let's try out this way. Pop over set model 1. Pop over. I can set globally. What is the problem? So instead of this, I don't need this at all. Why do we need? Okay. Anyway, model is created here only, right? So therefore, Uh, therefore, what can I put? Control G. So I can write something like I'm going to write even this one. Okay, view model dot there is a set data, right? Set data is already there. Let's remove this. Okay. Okay, uncatch define a function. Uncatch type error, undefined a function. Which function is that? Okay, that's fine. So still there are some more couple of steps. This is not able to recognize the model and all. So we'll try to see that one. So I'll try to resolve after this. So let's not spend too much of time for everyone's. So I hope you are good how to run these examples. So how to take from these, I'll share these examples also so that it is going to be available for you forever. And then what is the next one? So we have seen some of the controls here and there. That's fine. That is also clear. So there are 4 ways now. First thing is that from the Explorer you can get the code. Second way is the test suite, whatever we have the URL, that is the place. And third way is these examples, whatever I am giving. So like that you can get it whatever you want and you can try it out. That's fine. So tomorrow let's see how to create the custom controls. So that's what the one of the statement, right? Writing the code is very easy from the scratch. You can write out these examples. Writing the code from the scratch is very easy. Running the examples which are written by others is very difficult. Okay, if it is luckily running, that's fine. But if it is not running, you need to understand each and every step what they have written. Then only you can fix all the issues. Okay, so tomorrow let's see how to create our own controls. Don't miss that. People call it as custom controls or notepad controls or whatever it may be. So, and also we see tomorrow some of the examples how to integrate the Google Maps, all these things. Then that's about tomorrow. And by Saturday, I would like to cover the best practices, all these things, so that you are good to write any program. And by Saturday, we should understand what is the fragments, what is the components, what is the fragment, what is the components, all these things. And in the next 1 week, we will see some of the examples on the UI, how to apply the colors, the art, this and all, if any variants, that, this and all. And last 10 days, we will practice the Fiori. So tomorrow, let's try it out how to write our own controls. And if you look at it, if you want to understand any of our controls, let's take one control. Let me cover a high level so that tomorrow you will not get any confused. Look, take any control. So I'm telling if you take any control, what all will be there. Same thing you need to apply for your custom controls. Let me cover on a high level so that you will not feel new technologies tomorrow. Okay, so take the API example. API reference. Go to UI. Take any one example. Okay, let's take commons. Let's take buttons. So this is what a standard control. How to develop my own control? First, understand what are all there for the standard control. Same thing you need to do for your control. Okay, please wake up. First, understand what all will be there for the standard control. Same thing you need to write for your control. Now let's look at this here. So what are all there for the standard control? There will be a constructor. There will be some methods. There will be some events. Okay. Constructors, events. If you look at here, there will be some constructors. There will be some properties. There will be some events. Events means press dot, this and all. There might be some parameters. There might be some methods. Okay. And there will be go here. You can go here. Yeah. Here also you can understand well. Let's take the button. Look at here. So button will have high level. Okay. Now look at this. Button will have the properties. Button will have the associations. Button will have the events. So therefore, if you want to write your own control, then you need to write the constructors. You need to define the properties. You need to define the associations. You need to define the events. You need to define the events. And every button will have the life cycle. Life cycle methods. Life cycle methods also you need to cover. So we'll see in detail tomorrow. So with one or two examples, so that will be good to write custom controls. And now I'll spend the time to resolve that issue. So don't worry. That's it. Thank you. Bye. Any questions? He is not there. We missed Sunil. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Bye.